Hey, my name is Miriam Fernandez from the OMA. I'm in the Organization of Latin Americans, NAACP, and Lumberjack Cultural Association. Today on Purple Pride, we'll be talking to Dr. Iron. Stay tuned.
Welcome to this episode of Purple Pride. I'm Kia Green. On this episode of Purple Pride, we will be taking a look at the Office of Multicultural Affairs and what organizations at SFA are involved with OMA. Here to tell us more is Dr. Iron, the director of OMA. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
So, Dr. Iron, can you tell us a little bit about yourself before we start talking about OMA?
Okay, well, a little bit about me. As you know, Dr. Iron, Director of Multicultural Affairs. And I tell people, this is actually my sixth state that I've lived in. So when it comes to multicultural, yes. So when it comes to multicultural, I've also visited different countries. But I've actually experienced the idea of multicultural and diversity within the U.S. And each place I've gone to has been like traveling to a different country.
Really?
Because there's always a different culture within that. Originally from Southern California, Nigerian, first generation. And I've just had the opportunity of getting my first 2 degrees in Southern California. And what brought me out of California was my doctoral degree at Virginia Tech. And that's really where I saw, okay, there's even more to this world than just Southern California.
So how do you end up here at SFA?
Well, I'm really interested in continuing my work in multicultural affairs. And also I tell people my wife is from Texas as well.
Oh, really?
And yes. And when it comes to a Texan, as you guys know, Texans love Texas.
We do love Texas.
Very true. So I really wanted to get back to where, you know, one of us is from, and also a place that I would really enjoy being. And I looked at SFA. I love the diversity here. First of all, this school is actually quite diverse.
It is.
Yeah. I love the setup of the office.
The MOA office?
Yeah, the Office of Multicultural Affairs. I love what I read. And then my interview, it was a great interview, met the student affairs staff, my colleagues, and it really, I said, this is the place I want to be. Yes.
That's really great, you know, to just be able to figure out where you want to be and just know what your goals are and just taking off with that. So I really admire that. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
So what is OMA's mission?
Our mission is really to support students of all diversity, race, gender, so on and so forth, socioeconomic status. Our goal is really, our mission, and our goal of our mission is to really just help promote the importance of diversity, respecting it, honoring it, and to do different programs. We do different programs on campus, work with different organizations, where we kind of say, we're here. We want you guys to really enjoy what we're bringing, enjoy the beauty of diversity. So I would say our mission is really to promote diversity, to support it, and to really let everyone know kind of what diversity is about, what multicultural, what the Office of Multicultural Affairs is really focused on.
So as your job as the director, what does that entail?
That entails, of course, supporting students, being an advocate for students. It involves doing presentations on campus and also at different conferences. We're talking about diversity and different
students, or just like to a small group, or
students, small groups, so on and so forth. On campus is mainly with students. I love doing classroom presentations, going to a class and talking about diversity, and also conferences. Going to a conference and doing, it'll be a professional conference a lot of times as well, doing that, and also student conferences, and just talking about diversity, doing presentations, kind of that area.
So there's different components to OMA. OMA is like the large group, right? And there's like organizations within?
Well, I mean, the Office of Multicultural Affairs is really just an office in itself.
Okay.
We support students, student organizations, but we're actually an office in itself.
Mm-hmm.
We have the multicultural kind of center where students can come and relax. We have computers. We have kind of an area where people just come together,
Mm-hmm.
lounge, talk, relax, and also students can do homework as well. We also have a library, resource library that students can actually use. And then we also have 5 organizations that are housed under the office.
Mm-hmm.
The African Student Organization, Fashion in Motion, the Organization of Latin Americans, NAACP, and the Lumberjack Cultural Association.
So students can start their own organization if it deals with diversity, and they just come to the MOA office to begin their organization, or?
Well, they can just go through the regular steps to start an organization.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really our main organizations under us, but we actually support all organizations.
Okay.
Students can come to us and ask us to collaborate with them, to help them, to assist them. But really, those are organizations that have been part of the OMA for many years,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not the only organizations that we work with.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you want to be a part of OMA?
Okay. I tell people I'm diversity. As I
Yes.
said,
Right.
being born and raised in Southern Cal, being Nigerian, being a black male, I've really just experienced just different parts of diversity. And I would say really being Southern Cal, so much diversity, so many different people. Growing up with all different types of people, all
Mm-hmm.
different backgrounds, and learning about it and loving it and wanting to learn more and more about it. So for me, my thirst for knowledge, my curiosity regarding diversity really brought me in the field, in the Office of Multicultural Affairs. And I just love learning about diversity.
Yeah, I think that's really great, like promoting diversity.
Mm-hmm.
I know for me, like when I came to college, I was stuck in my own little world. I grew up
Mm-hmm.
in a small town and just where everyone knew everyone. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really great to be able to come to college and know that there is organizations that do promote diversity
Yes.
and
Yes.
acceptance to different
Mm-hmm.
lifestyles. So
Mhm.
I think that the OMA is doing a really awesome job,
Thank
you know, promoting diversity and whatnot. So,
Thank you.
can you tell us a little bit about OLA?
Okay. OLA is the organization that really discusses and focuses on kind of Latino culture,
Mhm.
different aspects of the Latin American culture. And they really are there to promote their culture, to educate others. But the organization is not just for people that are Latino.
Mhm.
It's for everyone. All of our organizations are for everyone.
Right.
I know some people sometimes say, okay, this organization, I have to be part from this cultural background, from this area to be part of it. No, if you want to learn more about the culture, you're more than welcome. And every student is welcome to join. You'll find students from different races, different
Mhm.
cultures within all our organizations.
Can you tell us about Miss Quince?
Oh, Ms. Quince, it's actually a really creative event
Mhm.
that OLA is doing. They're doing a mock quinceañera, and to really show that's kind of the coming of age for Latino women,
Mhm.
and I think it's predominantly the Mexican culture that I've been a part of it,
Right.
and it's kind of showing just all aspects of that and showing it with college students.
Mhm.
There isn't someone who's actually going to go through that's 15 years old, that's in it, but it's college students doing a mock. They're doing, as I said, a mock quinceañera,
Mhm.
and just showing every aspect of it, showing the beauty of it, and really educating people about it.
So for this event, is it just a party, if you would say, or how are they demonstrating how the quinceañera is played out to other students? Is this just what is happening with the OLA organization, or can other students be involved in it
Everyone
as
can
well?
come and see it, but
Mhm.
they're doing kind of the dances that are part of it,
Right.
just all aspects of it. And I would say I've been to one in my life and when I was in high school, so
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it again.
Uh-huh.
And I would say, yeah, there are just different aspects that I may not be fully aware of. That's why I tell everyone to come and check it out, to really see it, because it'll be fun.
Now, fashion and motion is one of the, I know I've heard a lot about it.
Mhm.
Can you explain to us what that is?
Fashion Motions organization, they really show the different culture attached to fashion. because I think that some people don't really understand that there's a culture in fashion, a culture in what you wear,
Right.
and they kind of bring that. They do different shows, fashion shows, but they also help different organizations like with staging, with makeup, just different areas. And they're doing the Project Red, which is attached to Diversity Week, and it's really to bring awareness of the HIV and AIDS epidemic.
Okay.
And donations are, go to just that arena as well. But they really show just different fashion, different cultures attached to that, and the students work really, really hard to promote it.
Yeah, I have a couple of friends in there.
Yeah, I tell people, I said, I haven't seen that many organizations work as hard as them, so I'm excited. I'm excited to go to my first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the different fashion shows, do they have like themes for a certain kind of style? Like one fashion show might be like chic or,
whatever.
Whatever.
They have different themes. The next one, the one for Diversity Week, for example, is really attached to kind of the Broadway theme. So you're gonna see different outfits and kind of the old 50s fashion and stuff like that. So they're really just bringing kind of all that culture and all that style of dress to SFA, and they make their own outfits, which is really creative.
Really?
And
That's
so,
cool. So you spoke about Diversity Week. Would you care to tell us a little bit more about how Fashion Week works? When is it?
For Diversity Week, it's really focused on just promoting diversity, different orgs. There's so many different orgs that are part of it, that help support it. And we have different food events, movie, film and discussions, film showings and discussions that are focused on diversity. I spoke about the fashion show. And just, I would say look out for the flyers, because they have each event listed, and it goes from the 2nd to 4th of April.
Okay, so
next week. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
NAACP. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that organization?
Okay, they're a phenomenal organization. Their organization, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and what they do is they really help students here on campus. They have different events, different educational events that they do, but they actually do a lot of community stuff. For example, they're doing an event with the Boys and Girls Club tonight, working with students. They're doing an Easter egg hunt with, especially, to help like a lot of young students learn about college and to be there as mentors. And they do just different events on campus, and they promote the culture, of course, the Black culture, which is, the NAACP is one of the main focal points of talking about the Black culture, but they also are open to all students as well, as I said before.
Well, thank you, Dr. Iron, for joining us today. If you would like to know a little bit more information about OMA, you can follow them on Twitter at SFA OMA, where you can find the latest events for the organizations that are involved with OMA. I would like to thank you again for stopping by, and thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in next time for another episode of Purple Pride.
Being African is too real. We eat all types of meals. Rice and stew, fufu and soup. Y'all Najas know the deal. Come to party, we stay late. Grab a fork and to go play. Stack that rice and go meat. Have some soda, but that's me. As we dance to the beat. Mukosa, move your feet. Throw that money in the air, cause Najas just don't really care. Money, money, money. Throw that mug on me. I dance for dollar bills, cause it's okay in my country.